Okay, here
it is. Good evening, everybody. It's August.
Damn.
Well, we're back again. It's August still. It's still the same date. It's August 29, 2018 with Julie.
Lose a day? No.
Crimson, we're still here.
We
I
are.
thought we was gonna lose a day.
Well, we could
Yeah, I
have.
felt like it.
It's only 10 o'clock, man.
So
This is
all
still early.
It
the
is early for
reverb
us.
is gone, but
Yeah,
we're still not sure why.
no, we had one of our techs come over after we were at Tech Savvy to try to fix it, and then we
Changed out a cable.
Yeah, that's all it was. Maybe. And we have to
We
probably put a
hope
little bit of bubble gum. As
we
soon
hope
as
it
you're done
stays
chewing that
this
gum,
way.
maybe we'll stick it up in there and see if it'll stay.
That's right.
Duct
That's what
tape.
he said.
What?
Stick it up in there and hope it stays.
Coach,
Oh my, Mr. Crimson.
Oh
would say.
my. Oh goddamn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, bow for you.
yeah. Oh,
I
my.
would look. You got to find that and get it uploaded, man.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, I just
You
got
just
to
got to
upload
figure
it.
out where the hell it is, and
That's right. I got it right on my phone.
you
It's,
got to get it uploaded, man.
I will-
It's hilarious.
It's price-
we'll play a pre-clip of it, and I'll upload it before
Yeah,
we
they
get on the
went-
next one.
Went across the street and did the slingshot thing, and
When Julie,
a friend of ours was videoing.
Oh, it was-
It's just hilarious.
it's actually
when you
great.
see it, it's like it's just funny as hell.
And then we could do is show other clips, and then with his voice saying that,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
you know, you can always put that clip on there where the girl came out.
Oh, the one that got thrown out of
Got
there.
thrown out. Yeah, we could.
I don't know. They might ban that one because they don't ever show anybody getting ejected from the
Oh,
car.
that's true.
But this one made
Well,
it.
she did land in the pool across the
Yeah,
street.
she did.
So she was safe.
She was okay.
I think the only thing she was really pissed off that she lost her cell phone. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got it wet.
Well, it didn't survive
Remember,
underwater.
I said, you find all kinds of things, wallets, and stuff.
We're just
Mom-
kidding.
Yeah,
We're just kidding on that. It's a joke we play on people, and people fall for it
they do every single
every time. Every time I tell it, they go, "Really?"
Yeah, that's the truth. I
It's
mean, you can get them rolling, and you're sitting here. You're sitting here. They're all
Oh,
intent
yeah.
getting here.
Every
They're
time.
excited. They're all watching the thing
Yeah.
go up and down,
Uh-huh.
and you hear all the
Oh
people
yeah, y'all
screaming.
hear what happened last year?
It's an unbelievable story. It's just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It was national news.
You know, I'm not
surprised nobody
sure
ever-
that anybody I've ever told that story to realized I was messing with them.
I know. Until you had to tell them.
You know,
I like the fact that
Oh,
we
just
just
make
walk
them-
away from them.
But the thing's
And
leave them
and
thinking.
leave them guessing.
if you can tell a story, I always laugh in the middle of it. So I'm like, and
I don't mean to laugh. You got to add in there. Like I just really don't mean to laugh.
It's not funny,
It's,
but
it's funny
Yeah,
today.
you got to go with it.
It's like
So you
you
got to roll
Yeah.
with it every time. You
I
know.
mean, I still see that kid's face walking across and yelling at mom, my fucking phone's broke. My fucking phone's broke. But she got back on it. I mean, what a big deal, you know?
It's like the
it's like
one I
another
tell
horn leaf
about
off a horse.
the old lady that was selling pussy.
Oh, I never heard that one.
Oh yeah, I'll tell it to you one day.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I mean,
Time out.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't tell
If
us that.
if you know of a police jurisdiction that's real bad about messing with people, giving them speeding tickets and just making them jump through hoops.
Uh-huh.
It's the way the story goes.
Okay.
I always use Mountain Brook, which is the rich part of old Birmingham, and
Okay.
they're known to be assholes anyway.
Really?
Yeah, so if you got a police force that's just known to be assholes because they just mess with everybody because they can, because they live in the rich part of town.
Like Germantown,
it's yeah. And Germantown's probably a good comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a story that you tell that I'll tell it to you in a couple of days, and you'll understand it. You'll see what I'm talking about when I go through the whole damn spiel.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm hooking you in the whole way.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hooking you in the whole way, and then
Because you're getting us interested in the whole
Right.
thing.
And
Yeah.
the punchline is it gets everybody every time,
All right.
and that's what we do with this. And it's the same type of
Big-
hook
Yeah.
that we do with the slingshot over here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's the same type of hook. You tell the story.
Yeah.
And you just keep telling the story.
You just don't stop.
You know, and
as they're watching it
that's
going
right,
up.
That's right. And people get into the story and they're thinking about the story, and then you give them the punchline and they're going,
Yeah.
and you get them every time.
That's why I'm
You get 'em
that's why
every
I'm not
time.
good with long jokes. I'm better with
I'm
short.
not a real good joke teller.
Oh,
I
I
never have been, but I can tell this one.
Yeah.
I've been telling this one for about, I don't know, 25 years.
So you learned it. Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
pretty
can.
good with it. You know, because
Yeah.
it's a story. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a short one-liner joke.
That's the only ones I'm
It's
good at
something
telling
that's
them.
drawn out, and you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you can embellish it and embellish it and embellish it and just get them drawn in, and then you get them with the punchline, and they're like,
yeah.
"You son of a bitch."
John's real good. John's good with real short one-liners like
Yes,
this.
he is.
It's really
Yeah, my
good.
brother's real good with the short one.
Yeah, I can't.
In fact, I'm gonna try this one on him because I don't think I've ever told it to him,
Oh yeah.
and he'll fall for it.
Oh,
He
yeah.
will because
I will.
Just
he
tell
knows.
listen. Just tell him to come and ask me.
You know, so-
You got Nick.
Yeah.
Nick knows a little bit more because he was here before me. Hey, Nick, tell him it made national.
No,
news.
I'm talking about the Mountain Brook story.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think I've ever told him that. I don't know if he's ever heard it or not. So I'm gonna try it on him and see if I get it.
I know that you got some favorite jokes and stuff like that, the ones that you put. But what is your favorite story? I mean, that you can tell that you remember and you've kind of botched it a little bit.
I mean, like a bedtime story or something?
Well, no, just a regular story that you know about somebody. You know how sometimes you botch some things about somebody and you kind of embellish a little bit more. And I know you can come up with something for stupid, real easy.
Right? Yeah, we all could with that one.
I don't know. What do
Just
you think about it?
Yeah, I'll have to think
I'll
about
let you know next episode.
Yeah, because she's actually pretty good with some things. I mean, I've got her so riled up around here now with Mr. Stupid and
Oh yeah.
um,
You know,
Oh, it was
I'm
morning.
absolutely amazed that this microphone's not showing in the camera shot.
yeah. Well, because
For some reason, I guess it's just below.
it's just below. Yeah.
Just below.
I don't even know why I just touched that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't need.
Don't touch it.
I've already done
We
enough
may go
with
back
it.
to the reverb series.
By the way, that was only a limited time, so go ahead and check it out.
Yeah.
As many views as possible.
Well, we hope it was limited.
Yeah, you know we're gonna reach 3,000 views tonight. 3,000 views.
We're going to hit 3,000.
3,000 views
Good deal.
out of 62. Well, minus all the ones that.
Well, yeah, some of the ones that didn't actually get out there.
I realized
So-
after all the ones that I dated that we've had maybe 24, 25. I should have just kept them, and I just
Edited and played.
edited and played around with them and done some other things.
Yeah, you could have.
I've learned my lesson. I'm learning my lesson daily with this thing, and it's
If y'all wonder why I keep chewing the hell out of this gum, it's because I've been quit smoking for 2 weeks now.
that's what
And
she
he's
said.
around two smokers.
And
I try not.
actually, that doesn't bother me.
That bothers me.
I
It
have,
bothers me more than it bothers him.
in fact, I don't know. Y'all been pretty good about not smoking around me,
Yeah,
which is
trying not
fine.
to. I didn't smoke in the truck.
Been smoking this
But
trouble.
even I can't even in the past 2 weeks remember smelling the cigarette of anybody smoking around me.
Yeah.
But,
I guess you're at that
you know, I'm
point where you mentally.
just chewing the hell out of this gum. So y'all see me chewing the hell out of this gum. That's because I quit smoking 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Good for
and-
you.
You know,
So-
and congratulations
awesome.
on it.
Yeah.
And we had
And I went back on my Mediterranean diet.
well, that's good
I
too.
don't know which is
Been
harder.
eating a lot of salad and yogurt. And I'm hungry as hell.
No, but we ate good tonight. He
We
cooked up
did.
some sausage,
Made some-
bratwurst patties.
Some
Bratwurst-
great value cheddar and bacon bratwurst patties.
Yeah, they were
I
good.
think is what the name of them was.
I was going to get the
And we added
Uh,
cheese to it.
And put some cheese on them. I
Yeah.
put a little garlic and a little pepper and a little bit of dill.
Oh yeah, I tasted the dill.
Could you taste the dill?
Yeah,
That's good.
it was kind of interesting because I grabbed a dill pickle,
Yeah.
but I had
put
to-
dill
I-
pickles on mine too.
but I tasted. I eat my. I don't really normally put pickles on my sandwiches, but I put that on
Yeah,
side. I tasted
separate.
the dill in with without
Yeah,
that.
just a little bit.
It was good.
Try to sprinkle it on there.
It had a nice flavoring taste. Man.
Thought I'd try
I
that.
wasn't even hungry until
Something
I
different.
sat down. And
Something I
ate
haven't
all
tried
of it.
before. It's a new spice that I'm using. I used it on some fish last week, and thought it was really good on the fish.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried it tonight, and I guess it was pretty good.
It was really good.
Just something a little different. you
Yeah,
know.
man, just as good as the breakfast.
I mean, I use garlic and pepper all the time,
I do too.
and depending on what I'm doing, I might use some rosemary or some basil.
What, your omelets?
My omelets.
He's making.
That omelet
he's
this
in-
morning was freaking
Oh,
sensational.
so
what
did-
Yesterday
what
was
was
it-
inside?
Okay, his is a little different than everybody else.
Yesterday's mine
What
was
was it?
better.
Did it have some kind of Italian in it?
No, well, yeah,
Same dressing?
no, it didn't. Okay, we had spam, we had ham, okay,
Right.
and then we had a little bit of oregano,
Right.
a little bit of garlic, a lot of butter, and horseradish sauce,
That's what it was.
and red.
That's
red
what
pepper.
it was. It had a good bite.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the bite.
Yeah,
It was
and I think
good.
it was
like
Red
bite.
peppers.
The bite was pretty good. But yeah, that's what I tasted. I knew it was something different in there.
Mhm.
we've got this new Hero pizza going.
Yeah, I know. I hear it on the radio.
And it's got Italian, creamy Italian dressing. Well, it's
Is it
basically
good?
just an Italian. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's just an Italian dressing as a sauce.
Okay.
that'd be
It's a
different.
creamy Italian.
Well,
And it's not pizza sauce. It's just we
Italian.
use
I wonder
creamy
if you could do
Italian.
Alfredo.
And
I have Alfredo pizzas.
well, we've done one with a creamy garlic, which is really good.
I bet.
It's really good.
Ooh.
But this one's got
Yeah.
tomatoes and onions, and then salami, pepperoni, regular mozzarella, and then our 3 cheese blend,
That sounds good.
and then banana peppers on top.
That sounds good.
So it's called the Italian Hero.
Yeah. It's not,
I thought you were
Um,
the Italian hero.
It's
I
our
am.
it's our limited time offer
That's what they should
For
do. Is
right now.
take a picture of me and put it on top of that
for
pizza.
this period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just call it the Criscoli.
Yeah, the Criscoli.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
We could call it the Criscoli.
I think it sounds great.
Limited
In
time
the
offer.
system, it's under Hero,
Well, there you go.
but if we were to do it, the Criscoli would be CRSC.
yeah, hero.
There you go.
But just so you get the face on the front and then
pop
the
up
back of my head on the
screen.
back.
We get these 4 letters pop up on the screen, tells us what kind of pizza we're going to make.
Right.
It
Right.
says Hero.
Crisco pizza. Oh,
This,
hero.
this,
Okay.
this one just say CRSC.
I like that.
And we know it. This Criscoli pizza.
I said if they had 2 more letters because Crisco would be
Crisco would be.
Crisco would be better. Crisco pizza. No. Hero.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun messing with the new people, trying to teach them what the screen means.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I have fun with them.
Oh, I bet.
I do.
They're like, no way. Really? Does that really mean?
Like, what's that? Well, I mean, just look at the letters and think about it. You'll figure it out. And most of the time they do. Sometimes they don't. But most of the time they do.
They're looking at it going,
Well, it's like,
oh.
It's funny.
we have
you can use anything.
a brownie for a dessert.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's actually called a double chocolate chip brownie.
Okay, so DBLCCP
Because-
key.
It's got chocolate chips in the brownie. So it's a double
Mm.
chocolate brownie is what it is.
That's
So
beautiful.
when it comes up on the screen, it says DCBR, chocolate brownie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, they see that and they go, what the hell is that? So think about it now. All you do is think about the letters. Because most of the time the letters are going to tell you what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we've got one called the Smokehouse Bacon.
That sounds good too.
All right. And it comes up
MKDC.
SMBH.
Okay.
Well, now that we know you're talking about
Smokehouse Bacon. Or no, SMHB. I think is what it is. I can't remember because it doesn't come up very often. But it's bacon, Canadian bacon, green peppers, and onions. And it's a really good pizza.
You're making me hungry. I just ate.
It's a really good pizza.
I still like.
Then we got the double bacon 6 cheese.
Uh-oh.
DBSC.
Uh-oh.
Double bacon 6 cheese. That's a good one. It's Canadian bacon,
6
bacon,
cheese.
and then the 6 cheese on it.
It'll bring that one.
6 cheese is what I normally bring when I bring a pizza to us. It's got 6 cheese on it
Why then? We knew we liked
because
you.
it's got the 2 cheese and the 3 cheese. The 2 cheese is a Parmesan Romano blend,
Mhm.
and then the 3 cheese is Asiago
Mozzarella.
and a couple others, and I can't think of
Probably
them.
Mozz.
I mean, it's on the box. I just will never read it. So you got mozzarella, which is what we put on all
Right?
pizzas.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then if it's a 6 cheese blend, it's got 6 different
I should
cheeses on
make
it.
my Julie's pizza by Chef Boyardee. It actually is pretty good to make again.
I think the last pizza we had on
It wasn't very good. Mine.
you brought a
I
dough
brought
ball.
you a dough ball. Huh?
Yeah, but I think no, she did. She I ended up just tossing the dough and she ended up tossing it together.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
It
I
was
do.
good.
It was
I
good.
remember
She
having
did,
it.
she did a
It was
great
good.
job. I feel
Look,
like when
it's
she
easy.
makes she
It's
doesn't want to
easy.
make she
It's
doesn't want to
real
make,
easy for me to make a good pizza.
oh yeah.
I have all the ingredients.
Yeah, well, you get the whole thing though, man. You get the whole
So,
thing.
But when you make one at home,
You don't
you
necessarily
don't have the
Right.
you don't have the access to what I have,
Yeah, well, yeah.
So you have to make it all from scratch. So it's a lot different.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's
I
absolutely
got
not
usually
different.
Italian sausage usually. Chef
Exactly,
Boyardee.
yeah.
You just say I what something.
She doesn't want me to cook Italian pizzas. She doesn't want me to make pizzas. She's like, you should kick. The only thing I'm allowed to do is eggs.
Well, you do eggs very well.
Yes, you do.
You do. Your omelets are freaking awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
That's another thing we can do for Bike Week.
Huh? Omelets.
Piscoli omelets.
That's it. I'm gonna make me a pizza omelet.
Oh, then do it.
That'd probably be
I don't think you've ever
damn
made
good.
a pizza.
Look, we may by that time not be doing the hero anymore.
Yeah, probably not. So,
So you
And
can
I
do
may
it.
have some leftover sauce that I can bring home.
oh, that'd be kind of cool. That's
Ah.
a good idea. That's right.
And this is when
I brought
October?
y'all some of that creamy garlic
Yeah, we had that for a bit, didn't we? We
Yeah.
used it. We used to love it.
because
Yes, we
we
do.
ended up not using all of it, and we wrote all of that off, and I brought some home.
It's better than throwing it away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now that I'm the big man,
Big man,
do
I
what the
can't
hell I want
That's
to.
There you have it.
Hell, I can order an extra case and just bring it home. Of course, I'd have to eat it.
Yeah,
You know, and my food costs, but
That's
you know,
Well,
I can still do that.
Yeah.
I think just do it
You have to
next
eat
year
it
during
somewhere.
season
Either
time.
you can eat it at the store or eat it at home.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
See?
Well, a lot of times, you know, our Italian seasoning that we sprinkle on pizzas, we've only got, I don't know, 2 or 3 that we use it on.
What's the
And-
shelf life on that?
Well, it depends. Normally, it's about 6 months.
It's a long time to wait
So
for it to
I've
go out.
got 3/4 of a box right now
Spice,
that
yeah.
goes out in December,
Yeah, spices are
and
good.
I may not use all of that
We'll help you use it.
by December.
Yeah, I mean it's not
So
really
if it
bad,
goes
is it?
out, I'll bring it home.
Yeah. Cool.
Especially the Italian seasoning you get at the store.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to that.
I
pretty close
use
to the
it
same
on
thing.
a lot of things.
It's actually called Italian seasoning.
Mhm.
I
That's
like
what we
Italian
call it.
seasoning.
So,
What is
but
this?
yeah, I mean that's the problem with that. You order a case of it and it's got 10 bags in it, and you may not use those 10 bags up before the damn thing expires
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
because you just don't use a lot of it. I got a few things like that: barbecue cups, buffalo cups.
Really?
I'll
Go
order a thing of buffalo cups, and you know they may have 8 months till they go out. Well, shit, by 8 months, I may not have gotten rid of all of them.
Yeah.
People just don't get barbecue buffalo cups. You know, it's
Mhm.
Remember
you
they
know,
were
it's
talking about
just
this?
one of those things. You know,
Yeah, we were talking about it because of all
you
the
got to eat
Florida.
it. You got to eat it.
you know.
Shit. Sorry.
She's touching too many buttons.
Well, it's okay because of the fact that this one we were talking about a couple days ago is about all the drugs that are getting into the prison systems now
In Florida.
in Florida, all over Florida. But now they've got it tightened it down. They know exactly what's going on. What they did is they had a private guy that goes in there and they arrest them, put him in, booked him, and
Sure,
then
he's undercover.
he's undercover. There's like 16 of them all in there in
Yeah.
Bay County, and they ended up arresting all these people.
In Bay County,
Yeah, just Bay County.
they had 16 guys undercover.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, these guys are great. These are guys
Oh,
who
yeah.
are actors. I mean, this is
Oh
what
yeah,
they're doing.
that's what they did.
And they were bringing in, they were getting in with these guys, and they were bringing in stuff, and
The ways they were doing
there
it.
was ways they were doing it. It was all on envelopes, and
All right, we're gonna take a break for a second.
I did
Okay, we're back.
died.
We're back.
Yeah,
I
but
had to ask a question that nobody needed to know about.
yeah,
so
yeah. No,
just curious.
But and these people are dying from the stuff that's coming in at this place, and the most.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here or just
all.
Florida.
Well, this is
Arkansas.
This is Arkansas. They've
Arkansas.
got 5 and a Supermax
yeah,
And
in a
it's-
Supermax.
and a Supermax.
Damn.
So I mean, it's just telling you that they're coming in.
2 weeks ago it was.
Well,
when
you
I
know,
read
you
was
know what that
Florida.
tells me? That they don't really know what the hell's going on inside their jail.
Well, yeah, since that, see, since
That-
marijuana.
That
We would-
or they're part of the problem.
And it says right here, it said, we would not be surprised if the medical examiner said these deaths were due to illicit drugs.
Right.
Jim DePriest, general counsel to the Arkansas Department of Corrections, said in a television interview. Anyway, he says dozens of these people in the Supermax. I mean, these people,
synthetic marijuana.
synthetic marijuana, and
Yeah.
there's the other thing that's called Tucci, which is a form of, I believe he was saying that, Dan was telling us, what it is it's a bug spray and oven cleaner that they're
Yeah.
spraying on the stuff, and then they're smoking it.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was saying,
So they spray on anything and smoke it,
yeah.
just so they can get the drugs out of what they sprayed on it.
Right. Well, Well, that's what they're smoking.
Yeah.
They're smoking it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But they're just they're burning 20,000, brain cells and whatever. They're getting stuck underneath their beds. They don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
But they can't
killing them.
They can't get a hold of this stuff. They can't really tell. They can't get dogs can't sniff it out because it's odorless.
Right.
So they really look at all these things. I guess I don't know how they were going to test this thing. I mean, they got to test it somehow.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to try it.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's
They'll
Well,
figure
by the
it
time
out.
it's
But
the autopsy, it's too late.
there's one easy way to stop all that.
Look, across the states, 16 prison facilities, 2017, there were about 1,000 overdose cases and more than a dozen deaths. Prison officials said, and that's huge.
That's what,
Okay,
yeah.
so the way to stop that,
Huh?
and this would suck for everybody, but you put everybody in isolation.
Well, absolutely, but these are supermaxes. They're in isolation.
This about
Look at this. It said 28 people, including 23
But I feel
correction
not
officers.
isolated enough.
including 23 correction officers.
Yeah,
Put them
man.
all in the hole.
What is that?
Don't give them any mail.
Put them all in the
Ohio.
hole.
In Ohio,
No mail, no nothing.
Yeah.
28 people, including 23 correction officers, were taken to the hospital for evaluation after they may have been exposed to an unidentified illicit drug substance. This is the correction officer.
Well, they-
nurses,
yeah, but they were-
which means it's by touching.
Yeah, you can touch it and you're still
Yeah,
getting
they were exposed and didn't know it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't know it.
That's what happened to them.
Right.
But you also got to remember, if they did know it, these guys are probably helping get this shit in too. So
Some of them
Ah,
are.
could
There's
be.
Some of them are.
That
Look,
could be.
they're regular people, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, man, they're out to read. Some are greedier than
Wow.
others. Yes, they get released. He's done.
You on briefing?
No, I am on Flip.
Okay.
Mine went out, so
Didn't your thing work?
this thing didn't work. I don't feel like that again.
No, I mean, this is a good little thing, Johnny. Like this.
I like the way it
Yeah,
looks.
this
It's like a
looks-
book.
That's why it's called Flip.
Aha.
Los Angeles approves
Yeah.
changing name of Rodeo Drive to Obama Boulevard.
Really?
Yeah, I could, man.
Get out of here.
No.
They got what? Oh
Really?
no, Rodeo Road,
Oh, road.
Rodeo Road. Not Rodeo
not
Drive.
Rodeo Drive.
It's rodeo.
Rodeo Road.
Rodeo
Okay, it's
Road.
different.
Okay.
We're like, they're not
Why?
changing Rodeo
Everybody have to
Drive.
look at it.
When they changed Rodeo Drive,
Is
which
Rodeo
is one
Drive
of
in
their
LA?
most famous streets,
Right. Yeah.
Beverly Hills.
you know.
Just kidding.
Well, it's like changing Hollywood Boulevard to Obama Boulevard.
Yeah.
It's like changing Martin Luther King Boulevard to Martin Luther King Street.
There's one here. There's Martin Luther King Boulevard everywhere.
Hey, anywhere in the South, there's an MLK.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. What are you
Anywhere.
talking? It's all over
Here,
the United
maybe,
States.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I saw one in
Well,
Montana.
especially in the South.
I saw one in Montana.
You saw one in Montana.
Yeah, it was the only road there.
That's kind of surprising.
The only road there. It was like
It's strange.
5,000 miles
Yeah.
long.
I'm kind of surprised at that.
Well, I don't have the background on it, but I did read this thing about Sarah Palin, who McCain's 2008 presidential election running mate, has been excluded from his funeral and not sent an invitation, and asked to stay away from the ceremony. Said People Magazine. They don't.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
Huh? People
I don't
Magazine.
believe that.
People Magazine?
Yeah,
I don't see why they would.
exclude her.
I'm not sure that's.
People
I'm not
Magazine.
sure how accurate that is.
I don't know. It was on Drudge, and it came from People Magazine. So, I mean, if it was Inquirer, I might think, maybe
Actually-
that People
Actually, if
doesn't-
if it was the Inquirer, it'd be more
believable than People.
believable. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to say the same thing.
You know who broke the Monica Lewinsky scandal?
The Inquirer.
Inquirer.
Yeah,
did.
they cried. That's what.
Inquirer
That
did.
was in lockdown on this
Mhm.
for a long time too.
Yeah.
That's why they
And you
got.
know the guy that runs the Inquirer is really good friends with Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why he asked for immunity.
I still think. Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Did you know that?
Mhm.
You don't hear
Yep.
People Magazine being fake news, though.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It's a matter of facts, and
Yeah, I don't.
I look. It's
Look,
believable
Sarah
to some
Palin-
people.
Sarah, I like Sarah Palin. I agreed with
Well,
a lot
talk
of
to her. She's right here.
Yeah, you're right. I
Don't
agree
talk
with her
behind her back.
politics a lot. My biggest problem was her shrill ass voice.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, and this may be misogynistic or sexist, but some women, their voices just automatically turn you off just because of the pitch
Well, and
of their voice.
and there's something that I've said that about a woman
So-
with a southern accent makes them seem less intelligent, and I have a southern accent, and I'm like,
Well,
it's
and that's not just women. That's men too.
that's true. That's true.
men too.
I'll give you that.
I've actually been stereotyped because of my accent and proved somebody wrong.
Yeah.
Proved a professor wrong.
I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah. I
Well,
was stationed in Lewis, up in Washington State, and was taking a speech class, communications class. And, you know, I've got a southern accent. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Birmingham. You know, I got a deep South accent. Doesn't mean I'm stupid,
right.
but he thought it did.
Mhm.
So after I did a couple of speeches on nuclear fission and nuclear fusion, he kind of changed his mind.
Yeah. Well, there you
And
go.
he said it in class. Now in class, he said, "You have broken a stereotype for me."
Well, that's cool.
He said, "I didn't expect you to be able to talk about anything like that because of your accent."
I think it was a movie that I watched.
Really?
That's well. I mean, that's pretty. Like that's pretty.
Bring it on, brother.
That's pretty honest.
That's the way I look at it.
Well, yeah. Well, he
You
had,
think I'm stupid?
he had,
Go ahead.
He
Think
had
I'm
an
stupid.
aha moment in his life. He just
Yeah.
realized that
Yeah.
that's
right.
That's
Yeah.
not a.
That's right.
It's not a.
He was from the
value.
Northwest. He wasn't used to guys with Southern accents that had any brains
Yeah.
or any education.
Boy, he would have a field day with my
You know.
stepdad.
And, yeah, he
Oh,
would.
you know.
Your stepdad would eat him alive.
Oh, he would.
And I eat people
slowly
like
do
that.
it.
I eat people like that alive all the time.
You do it slowly, right?
He'd do it slowly. Yeah, no, he
But
would.
yeah, he doesn't do anything
Yeah,
quick.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and shoot my gun. That dude's not going to go that fast.
No,
He's just bored with me right
That's
now.
right. That's
It's
right.
just-
If he goes, oh well, I get him in about 20 more minutes. He'd come back.
And he does, and he kills him.
It's so funny.
Patience.
My mom, I swear, these heads are on the text door on the wall looking out there. Mom goes, "Yeah, that was the one. That one is this father, and his father was his father, and then this one. This is well, it's confusing, but I think these two are related too."
I just see her doing that too.
Yeah,
It's
she
so
goes,
cute.
and she goes,
So how big are the racks?
"Oh man, he does. They're big. They're big
How
racks.
many points?
12, 14. They're big points.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's one on there. I don't have it. It's big. I'll have to have my mom shoot a picture.
Is it about a 150 on the point meter?
Well, hellfire, man. I don't
You don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. And look,
Look,
it takes
I've got-
forever to find that out, brother. I'll ask my mom. She'll probably have all the information with all the cue cards in it. And say,
Right.
well, this is how it goes. That's how Gwynny is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I bet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, the biggest problem with y'all's hunting season is like 2 days.
It doesn't matter. Him, he's got 7
It's
acres.
like-
He just sits
Yeah.
on the back deck, plops them down.
Or whenever he wants to.
Yeah, just
There
go
you
walking
go.
in the backyard,
Yeah.
and they got feeders right there. I mean, you think these deers would catch on after the years, but
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a clue. Don't go that way. You will
Mom
die.
says, I don't care. She goes, they keep on eating my tomatoes. And she says, it's a battle for her every year. She's got to move and try to figure different ways to do it. She goes, they always win, but not this year. She goes, I did pretty good. I hung them higher. So she said, these tomatoes like hung up on this ropes.
Enough for
Pulley
they can't
system
get to
down,
them.
yeah.
Tomato jails.
Well, she got her tomatoes, didn't
That's
she?
right.
There
And
you go.
we got jam coming. I know that. She's
Okay.
Blackberry.
a blackberry.
Mm.
Remember we had that
Oh,
last
my
year?
favorite.
That was good.
My favorite.
That was good.
Yeah,
I
we did.
love some blackberry jam.
I don't think it lasted 2 days the last time it was here. It's
No.
gone. Yeah, we all had
Yeah.
some blackberry jam. That's for sure.
I love some blackberry.
I think
jam.
so. If she ever does get to listen, we might send this one to you. Send us a couple of those, please. Yes, I'd like to.
I love some blackberry jam. 4.
And some zucchini
Hey.
bread. Zucchini bread's good. I like
If
that.
two is good for us,
that'd be
better.
too.
Yeah, that's right. One for each one of us. So we won't have to go. Who's been in the
Who's
jar?
got the- yeah.
I hate
Put it
that.
on my blackberry
You
jam.
look at it like, really? And you take the knife and go,
Yeah, there's nothing in the bottom. Who left the empty jar up there?
It was my gift, man.
They used to do that at my house. They would leave one pickle in the pickle jar, one olive in the olive jar, so they didn't have to throw it away. Just leave one. I'm like, what? My
What?
dad used to go, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
He didn't say hell,
Yeah.
but he would be like, what? What?
I would
Or
drink
like
it.
this much ketchup.
Speaking of condiments, I've got like 3
Condoms.
jars of mustard in my.
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
put them
the
in there.
mustard mates when we're not looking. They're like,
No, y'all keep making it.
Well, yeah. Well, no, they keep this. No, they just pop up around here.
keep
I
them.
wish we'd have
We
more
have like
mayonnaise.
four in
got
ours.
plenty.
Yeah, we got 4.
Don't put any more.
We had.
I actually cleaned some out today and
I have.
moving some stuff around because I bought a bunch
I
of
haven't
food
cleaned
that
your-
needed to go in there, and I was like, "What the hell? I've got 3 freaking jars of mustard in here."
Oh, we do too. Yeah.
Your brother's got one, and the little one. He's like, nah, I never use that much. I'm good.
He
man.
doesn't eat a lot of mustard.
I haven't cleaned your
he doesn't.
refrigerator out for a minute either.
You
I
didn't
need
have
to
to.
get on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You cleaned it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's in good shape. It's
Yeah.
fine. Somebody cleaned the seal on it today.
Yeah.
I could smell it when I came in.
Yeah.
There you go.
I could smell the bleach.
I'm
I
just
walked in the room.
the maintenance side.
Oh shit! Somebody done cleaned that refrigerator.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was getting pretty bad.
Yeah, right there, at the top of it.
Yeah.
Smeared
The
that all.
seal- the seal was getting pretty bad.
Smeared that all in on top, so it's a different color. I've been thinking about painting that thing.
The refrigerator.
I thought you meant the room.
If you do, put a big Alabama A on it for me.
We'll
You know what's
draw-
coming
we'll work on
Saturday,
it.
don't you? You know what's coming Saturday?
Yeah.
It's coming. I'm
Who are they playing?
ready. I ain't been saying much about it, but it's time.
Who are they playing?
Louisville,
Louisville.
7:00 in Orlando.
7 o'clock. All right.
Why would they play?
Let's see. It's actually going to be playing right here. 142.
Why would they play in Orlando?
It's
Preseason kind of thing?
no, it's just
It's
kickoff game.
Like
like-
an exhibition.
No, it's not an exhibition. It's a
It's a
game.
really good
It's the
game.
first game of the season. It's just they travel around usually on the first game. Like we played in Atlanta a lot. We played in Dallas a lot. I think this may be the first time we've played in Orlando for the first game.
They were saying
Do
something
all
about
the
that.
a lot of teams do that?
Yeah, they all do it. They
Just
all
the
do it.
first, just the
They
first
all
game.
they don't they find a big venue to play their first game at.
Huh. Well, that's
Of
cool.
course, Tuscaloosa is a big enough venue anyway. It's 103,000
You would
people.
think.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah, they do that for the first game of the season. For
that's kind of neat.
they've been doing that for I don't know, I guess about 15 years now. They started doing that.
Mhm.
15, 20 years. They go out and play in the Cowboy Stadium, the house that Jerry built. We played out there a bunch. Started our season in Atlanta at the old Georgia Dome a bunch. In fact, we played the very first game in the Georgia Dome and played the very last game in the Georgia Dome.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You guys did.
We did. Alabama played the very
Uh-huh.
first football game
That's some
in
good
the
history.
Georgia
Way to
Dome.
go on that one.
And last year or the year before, was it last year?
Last year.
I think it was last year.
Mhm.
The SEC title game last year was the very last game in the Georgia Dome.
Mm-hmm.
And Atlanta's got a new stadium now. And I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't play there this year.
You're making me think about
That's the first
Tennessee,
game.
about our teams. And I was at Walmart the other day leaving, and these people were from Knox County, and they had everything. They were all
Oh, yeah.
orange
Burn orange.
hats.
Oh, yeah.
UT this, UT that, UT
You know
this.
what I always
I
said?
almost came home and got their blanket and said, "Y'all need this more than I do."
You know what
You
I
know?
said to them? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah, I said, "Go Vols."
I wouldn't have been able to resist that.
I know. But I was like,
Well,
"Go Vols." They were like, oh,
Look, I have a top 5 list
"Good old Rocky
of,
Top."
of teams
Yeah,
that I really do not like.
UT's up there.
Number 1 is UCLA.
I don't like these.
No, I'm sorry, not UCLA. Notre Dame.
Ah,
Notre Dame's number 1. I can't stand Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame. Notre Dame gets a lot of hype because they're Notre Dame.
Mhm.
But they haven't had anything to back up that they're Notre Dame for decades.
yeah.
I mean, decades. They haven't had a football program worth a damn. Every once in a while, they'll put a team in there that's okay.
Yeah.
I got the picture on my wall where we beat the dog out of them. 42-14 in the national championship.
Ooh,
They didn't deserve to be there.
Yeah, they didn't.
yeah. Well,
We beat their ass.
Yeah.
That's number 1 on my list. Number 2, Tennessee.
yeah. Well,
And I love the SEC. And I pull for SEC teams,
except for Tennessee.
except for Tennessee.
Well, I wonder if they will play each
And
other.
I'm taking the Tennessee game off this year. And I'm taking the LSU game off. I will be here when we play.
Okay. We'll
I'm
sit
taking
together
vacation
and
days
watch.
for that.
All
I'm
right, me
taking
too.
vacation days for those 2 games.
I'll let my boss know.
Yep. I'm taking vacation days. Well, my boss said take some vacation days, and I said okay. So I got the schedule out. I said I'm going to take the Tennessee game off.
That's
I'm
right.
taking the LSU game off. I'm going to be at home for Thanksgiving because I'm already taking that off.
Yeah.
For the Auburn game. So that the only other one that probably might want to take off is Mississippi State because they're supposed to have a pretty decent team this year. They're the sleeper in the West.
Ah, who's like the ranked second?
Auburn in the West.
What about Clemson?
Clemson's not an SEC dear.
I know, but where are they?
Oh, they're ranked number 2 preseason.
Okay, that's what.
They're preseason number 2. We're preseason number 1.
Okay.
But as far as the SEC goes, and that's all that matters now. If you don't win your division and you don't play in the SEC championship game, you're not going to the playoffs.
It doesn't matter the Big Ten.
You know, so you've got to, but all that matters right now is you play your SEC games and you win your SEC games.
All that really matters is
if you do that,
team with the
you're in
most points
playoffs.
wins the game.
Yeah.
That's all.
You do that, and you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're in the playoffs.
So,
if you have all the points at the end of it,
the sleeper in
screw
the
up like
sleeper
Ohio
in the
State, you can
East,
actually become number 1.
Georgia's favored to win the East.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, the Ohio State's gonna have a rough year this year.
The sleeper in the East is South Carolina.
Yeah. That's what they're
They're
saying.
the sleeper in the East, and the sleeper in the West is Mississippi State.
I'm the sleeper in the South.
Well, here's something that not only hurts people, but this guy, aunt suing nephew over $1.2 million lottery win, says he broke her heart. You know what?
What?
Half of $1.2 million lottery prize at the center of dispute between members of a Canadian family has been frozen by a judge.
Crimson Fantasy, we need some input on
Yeah,
that.
we want to know what's going on, so you need to watch this. While on hand, too, received the Ace Prize last month. Barbara Redrick told her nephew, Tyrone McLean, she'd see him in court. Redrick claims she bought the ticket and only put his name on it for luck, agreeing to share the winning if they both took home the consolation prize.
And guess
Not the jackpot.
Guess what?
That little brother, man, he ran off with that
What?
shit, man. He said,
Guess what?
Yeah.
It's his name on it.
But if she put it on there for good luck. She did it at her generosity. Said, I will split it.
Well, he always split it with her
there.
anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's supposed to. I'm sure the judge is going to split this with him. He says outside court, Redrick said she agreed with the judge's decision, adding that she hasn't spoken to her nephew since July and doesn't think the relationship will ever be the same. He broke my heart, she told the reporters. Meanwhile, McLean's lawyer has said he has become the target of online virtual, according to
Vitriol.
virtual.
I believe it.
He's been called a thief and a liar, said the attorney, Candy, whatever McCarthy, and said he was dead to her. That's hurtful for anyone when they have a close and loving relationship with someone to have them, speak about them that way.
They obviously didn't have that close a loving relationship.
Yeah, well,
They
If he wasn't going to share it with him.
let alone publicly, he was just, put on a stake, basically. The two will meet on the September 17th. So I bet you that judge.
Yeah, we'll follow up on that.
Judge says, well, good luck. I'm giving 30% to your lawyer and 30% to your lawyer. and
y'all can split.
And you're going to pay a fine for wasting my
y'all
time.
can split the $5,000 that's left over.
That's exactly right. You're right. That's good. 30%.
That's fine. Anyway, so hey, look at that. Michigan team. Oh, shit. 18-year-old home. I hate seeing that.
Not true.
Well, it's not true. She's from Arkansas. Everything's true in Arkansas.
Yeah, but it says Michigan team, and that's Arkansas.
Yeah. Oh,
She's a teenager.
it's Arkansas. It's just
It says
Michigan.
he played. That's a girl.
I know.
The picture doesn't match the Michigan team.
You're down in the
Arkansas.
ads, brother, man. None of that shit matters. They just want you to click on it. It's called clickbait.
Yeah, well,
Don't click on that.
I'm never clicking it.
Don't click on that.
I wouldn't click on him.
Johnny Depp,
I mean, click on him.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Play a game. He needs money. Brook.
I like those games that we used to play. When you find things, you look for things.
Oh, yeah.
I Spy.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's going to raise her head, and she's not very happy. That's the thing. That's the
That's the aunt and the nephew?
Yeah.
They just don't look related
No, they
at
do
all.
not look at all.
What the hell?
No, not at all.
Yeah. And
Okay.
look, they're both smiling because he knows he's rich, and she's not.
Yep.
No, she's not as happy.
Yeah, I bet she's
You
not
had
ever
to
putting anybody else's name on the ticket ever again.
Right?
Yeah. I've only played once.
You know, I wish we had those problems.
What?
It'd be
But
nice.
these would disappear.
It'd be nice to have those problems.
Yeah, that would kind of be
You
nice.
know,
Who gets
who's going
lottery?
to split the damn lottery winnings?
Yeah.
Just, just get along and
You know, 1.2
you'll get the money
million.
and then just give her
Like
some.
1.2 million, we might be able to buy something out here.
Yeah, well, I mean, they might. Yeah, look, right.
Corner lot.
I just don't
Yeah,
understand.
we might get a corner lot on the beach.
My mind
For
would be
1.2.
like this. Okay, first off, y'all just screwed up because you did lose 30% of anything
Yeah,
right off the top.
exactly.
That was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
That's not including your attorneys.
That's
Okay,
right.
so
That's right.
$1.2 million is 60% less than what it was.
That's right.
So what? Now you're looking at what?
500,000.
400 some odd thousand dollars.
Somewhere around
Yeah.
there,
Good luck with that, you dumbasses.
Yep.
You could have gotten a lot more if you
Well,
just
there's
shut
a lot
it
of
down.
dumbasses in this world. That's for sure.
And if the nephew would have just gave it to the auntie, who knows? I mean, she'd have been so excited she would have left him in his will.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
sure.
she ain't
But
gonna
then
be able to
he would've
spend
had
all
She
Never
didn't
killed.
look like she's very healthy anyway.
If she left it to in her will, he would have had to have her killed.
Well, then that there's
Well,
more
yeah.
drama. I mean, that's another
then,
show.
then his heir gets it because he's going to jail.
Yeah, right.
So you see who the governor's race is going to be here, right?
Yeah, DeSantis.
DeSantis won his primary against Putnam,
Yeah,
and Gillum.
oh yeah.
I don't know who the hell he is.
DeSantis has got. I mean,
He's a Bernie. He was
a Bernie
backed
Sanders.
by Bernie Sanders,
yeah. Well,
which means he's a communist.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's got a shot in hell of beating DeSantis.
I don't think so either.
I don't think anybody does.
Even though a lot of South Florida's blue, very Democratic, I don't see him beating DeSantis.
I don't know either, man. I don't
I don't.
either.
I hope he doesn't.
I like the ads for DeSantis. I've heard.
You know, I hope he doesn't win,
Yeah,
because he'll screw the state up.
yeah, that's right. There it is. Louisville
means
all says Cardinals could dominate Alabama. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
right, okay.
And this is not the fake news.
The offensive line, no.
Surprisingly, there's still a ton of pre-game chirping coming
Not
from
gonna
inside Louisville's locker
Of
room.
course.
Of course, it is.
Heading into Saturday season open showdown versus top-ranked Alabama and Orlando. Senior offensive lineman Lucas McNeil on Tuesday said the Cardinals could have their way with Alabama's front seven. Widely considered
Bullshit.
one of the college football's most talented. I understand that they got a good deep front, McNeil said, according to the Courier Journal. But we got a great O-line. So
He's loading up.
if we can
Yeah,
dominate
he's
up front, then
loading
we're
up.
not worried about the defense front at
He's
all. I
loading up.
definitely think that we are capable of going out. And we know that Clay, he's sitting there going, roll tide, all foes, starting off fast, dominating their D-line. And it's not going to happen. And listen, this is
You're
fake
not gonna do
news
that.
here, whoever wrote
Thank
this
you.
shit. Okay?
Thank you.
Roll Tide. And I'm not a
You're
big
right.
Roll Tide fan.
You're
but-
right about that.
Okay, so anybody with the last name of that, and then
I haven't seen our.
Alabama's favorite 25 points
We're favored by 25.
over Cardinals.
Dominate our
Right.
Former
D-line.
Heisman winner, first round pick Lamar Jackson at quarterback. After watching film and putting together a game plan, Nick Saban says Louisville will be tough to stop defensively.
The Cardinals are just.
He just wants
they're
them to hear
just tweeting in the wind.
That's right. That's right. The top skilled guys at a receiver are are all back. Their offensive line is back pretty much intact. So this is going to be a really challenging game for our defense. Saban said Tuesday. This is an offense that hung 60 points on Florida State at one time and went into Clemson and scored 4 points or whatever. So you know this is a very, very challenging team when it comes to offense and our preparation that we need to have on defense. So I mean, hey, look, he's a coach. He wants to have that.
This is Saban's MO.
Well, yeah, that's his name.
Right.
He was a boost him
He
up.
always
Oh, there he goes.
always gives respect to the other team until we go in there and just beat the dog shit
Right.
out of them.
Yeah, well, he
Right.
gets in the locker room. Nothing else is something. Just
And
something
even
different.
after the
said.
game,
So-
probably the same. You know.
Oh, yeah.
because, yeah.
Yeah, and he
Most
he,
defensive
look, he
coaches
always gives props to the other team.
Most
He's very classy
right. Most respectful coaches do that.
when it comes to when we just beat a
Annihilate
team
some.
badly. He's still very respectful
Right.
of the other team. If we're favored by 25 points, and I hate when we're favored by that many points, just give us a touchdown. If we beat you and we beat you by a touchdown, we won the game. That's all we want to do is win the game.
Yeah.
We don't want to beat you by 25 freaking points. there's not a lot of sportsmanship in that.
Yeah. Well,
I hate being favored by 25 points. But if we are favored by 25 points, they are not going to dominate our own
right.
defensive
There's a
line,
clue phone right there. Yeah.
you know. Because if we're favored by 25, that means all the analysts and the people that do this shit for a living know that we're going to go in and we're going to win the game and we're going to win it decisively. We're not going to get dominated in any area when we're favored by 25 freaking points.
There was something else that I saw today.
What do you say?
Not to change the subject,
It's okay.
but
He's the one that brought it up.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah, Dix. I was there today.
That's why I'm bringing this up. They blame the new gun policy for weak sales.
I read that article.
Dick's Sporting Goods retailer retreated from hunting business after the Florida shooting. But I was thinking it wasn't the new gun policy; it was poor customer service skills, salespeople, that kind of thing.
Yes, you're right.
It wasn't.
All right.
The
You're
hunting
right
policy,
about
it was,
that. But I had decided a long time ago when that came out that they were not going to sell handguns, and because of the Parkland shooting,
yeah.
I was like, okay, so I'm done shopping with you because you're a bunch of freaking wimps. You're caving. The only reason I went there today is because I'm looking for a new set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
And I'm very limited on where I can look for a new set of golf clubs here.
Well, I'm thinking
It's
that
the only reason I went there.
they may blame the change of the gun policy, but actually it's just because they don't have any customers. No.
Actually, it's both. It is both. It is.
Just
It
from
is.
what you said today.
Oh
that's
yeah.
why
Oh yeah. I walked around that whole store. I made a complete circuit of that store. Not one person asked me if I needed any help.
See, that's
Not one person.
You can't do that and expect to stay in this.
No, you can't.
Not in a retail
Well,
establishment.
it's like I told you. I said, look, if I was a salesman, if I was a floor person there working on commission, I'd be making bank
Right.
because nobody else wanted to help anybody. I'd be helping everybody I could and making bank.
Not only that, you would think that loss prevention would be talking to people.
Yeah.
We know you're here. I mean, so you can't sell
what are you
anything.
doing?
Somebody would be talking to you.
Yeah, I was not very happy when I left there. In fact, I was talking about it while I was walking out the door.
And when they close the doors,
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I was not impressed with Dix at all.
And we had talked about that on the way to Walmart because I was just saying, that drives me crazy.
Mhm.
After being in retail for 18 years, to walk in someplace and not get
Oh,
service, not to get even acknowledged,
Yep.
is
It's a shame.
You don't want to be like floored,
Yeah.
but you just want to be acknowledged.
Yeah,
That's right.
you greet somebody when they come into the door.
Yeah, just
Can I
greet
help you? What are you
hey,
looking for?
hi.
What
You
can I
don't
help
like
you
my
with?
rules? Get out.
There you go.
There's your sign.
There's your sign.
Anyway,
Well,
I
you know.
read some reviews off of Travelocity
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
from years ago.
about this place.
Oh yeah.
And they're from, I think
2017
was the latest one.
Oh okay.
There was only 12.
Yeah. Travelocity.
But
Not very
they were pretty interesting. I wasn't. Well, actually, if you go back to like 13, there was a couple of 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
What?
2013.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I mean, if you go through some of these, we do have. Well, actually, we've gotten quite a few.
Y'all have.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
Y'all have. I'm
Okay.
talking about 2013.
Oh yeah. Well, they didn't have it back then. That was previous.
Was it previous?
Mhm.
It might have been.
I
I thought that might have been right around the changeover.
at the end of 15. They really pretty much took over this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of them are not very pretty.
None of them were, except for the couple back in 13.
I don't blame them, and I tell you what, I encourage
Yeah, you do.
them to be honest. I encourage them to let
Being
them
honest. Being
uh,
honest
every bit, every stone, every nook and cranny, everything. Just take
That's
the time, make a statement,
that's right.
and it does affect.
Praise the good.
No, and that you don't need. But that goes without speaking because that's
Sure.
a whole different thing. Because there wasn't anything that's ever been directed to part of the staff or anything like that have never hurt them or helped
That's
them.
right.
Always tried to
That's
help
right.
them, but there
That's
was interference. They recognize the people. So I mean, that's
That's
just and that's good. It's a great feeling to know that the hard
can
work
separate.
is. Yeah, they can
So
separate.
y'all
that.
do a great job of trying to take care of your customers.
Well, yeah, that's what. Well, that was an interesting thing too.
That's
I have to tell you a little bit of a conversation.
And y'all are geared that way. I mean, that's just the way y'all operate. Customer service and that's what y'all do.
It's their place when they get here. That's the way it is.
That's what y'all do.
Yeah.
As opposed to the rest of it.
I mean, if you look at it that way, they paid for it. That's their place. Why they're here.
That's right.
Until they screw up. I mean, that's just what happens. Then it's our place again.
Well, it's like the boys across the way.
It's that time of year, ain't it?
Yeah.
We're trying to take care of them across the way.
Yeah. I think it's so interesting to listen to him go, you don't get popular and don't favor the customers too much. I said, what did you say?
Really?
Yeah, he said, don't. I said, look, these people have a legitimate complaint. And I had to protect. You come talk to me first. I said, I did. Apparently, you just don't remember it. And I took it in my own hands because I couldn't get any coherent response from you.
Coherent response. That is the key term. Coherent.
The main point of this is that anything that I did say as a person, as an active manager when I'm here, because of the fact that that's what you've actually named me, and being an assistant means I got to take things in my own hands when you can't be coherent or belligerent enough to take care of it, because that is not the third thing. Yeah. I mean, I think. Whatever, man. And my brain just thinks so much differently than what he sees or acts.
He doesn't even think.
No, it's just ridiculous. I mean, he wants to get these people out, and they haven't done anything.
And
from the beginning.
I see how he is, and I watch what he does, and I'm like, where does that mindset come from?
I don't know, man. It's just an absent.
I mean, you are a host.
Yeah, it's an absent-minded, curmudgeon.
And
disrespectful
some of the things he does, I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, that's not
yelling and screaming at somebody gets nothing
across the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, or whistling.
Oh man,
I'm over here. Oh no.
Look.
Well, at least he knows better than now.
He'll
yell my name instead of whistling.
Raised we don't that way. Y'all weren't raised that way. Americans are not raised that way.
Right.
We're taught manners.
General consensus with common sense.
Especially if your guests are paying you to be there.
We're taught how to be,
cordial.
How to have some cordial. Be cordial with people.
And then it goes back down to like this morning. I already feel it beefing up with Julie here. She got down there and he started barking orders at her about me, and she's like, "Whoa, no, that's between you guys." Blah blah blah.
That's right.
And then he come down here, and all I did was I calmed myself down, and I got myself down to his level, which just makes me sick.
Yeah.
And to listen to him and say, "Yep." But I want you to remember one thing. When I'm saying this to you is when I tell you that I've told you something 3 or 4 times, I've already gone to you. I've passed it through the channels. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about what other customers are saying. I don't collect money. I don't make reservations, but I am the house manager and I take care of the house.
Right.
And that's my customers. I mean, they might be your customers up to the point from the office over.
Until I hand their money to you.
Yeah. And once you hand the money to you should be done with them because you got no business doing anything else. You're not doing any of the machine work. You're not doing any of the cleaning. You're not doing any of the extra towels. You ain't doing shit.
Nope.
You did 10% of the work. The rest of it, I'm giving him I'm giving him a lot.
Yeah.
10% to walk across the parking lot and sit down is work for him.
Yeah.
That's why I look at it. Hell, I'd love to get him a golf cart with me on the other hand of the remote control.
He would get a DUI in the parking lot.
It would be perfect. He would get out of it.
I'm just saying.
I tell you what had happened. He'd run somebody over.
Yes. Yeah.
He'd run over a curb and hit the trash can. I mean,
or the side of the building.
But he'd run some kid over.
Stop! Don't hit the building.
I know he would. Yeah.
So you can't get him a golf cart because he can run. He would. He might run Missy Stupid over. Maybe on purpose.
One of these days, it's going to be either one of them doing the same action, possibly. I mean,
I tell you what, I'll be glad when them damn scooters are gone.
That's this year, right? Into this year, next year, or they 220?
Well, I think we got one more year.
2020, right?
Yeah, 2020.
2020.
We got
That's right. 2020.
2 years.
we got another
Maybe.
year. We'll have them next year, but yeah, they're such a nuisance.
I don't know.
I was telling you. All right, y'all might get mad at me for saying this, but I was telling Julie this today. I was like, damn, this must be fat people weekend. Everybody I saw on a scooter today weighed 300 pounds.
No, there's
Everybody. I was like,
they're all riding the hogs.
damn.
They're all riding the hogs. They're all.
I can't believe all the big women I saw today. I'm serious.
It's just the way you see it. It doesn't make,
You know.
doesn't make us mad at you. Wouldn't make anybody mad at you for calling it like you see it.
Well, you know, this was what I saw.
I have no comment.
Damn.
I have
They
no
were-
comment.
look, when we went to the store,
Uh-huh.
they were everywhere. Some of them on scooters, some of them in golf carts, some of them just walking around. But the big girls are out in force this weekend.
None of them are in the fruit aisle.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
They were in the vegetable aisle.
Waddling
It
around.
might be a convention or something going on. I don't
Most of
know.
them passed through all the clothes too.
I know this.
No,
Gulf Coast
there's a
Jam
reason they
this
passed by
weekend.
those clothes because those clothes
maybe
were
that might be
ugly.
part of it. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting.
I was surprised. I was like, "What? Who would? I mean, who is their designer? And who? I mean, I know you're dealing with Walmart, but still have some
Put some clothes
taste."
on. Put some clothes on.
Yes. Well, for all
Put
those
some
people
clothes on,
that are out
please.
there, we're glad that you're here towards the end of the summer because
Yes, last
we have
week.
leftovers, and we're glad that you can come and challenge those challenges for yourself to get yourself out there and take some swimming laps or whatever Clay thinks would be bountiful because he's the health nut now. He quit smoking. He's chewing the gum and he's eating a healthy diet that
Yeah.
makes him hungry. But
I'm
he,
not a health nut. I just don't want my heart to explode.
he's gonna look great by the end. He's gonna look great by Christmas time.
That's
He's gonna
what I
be
want.
screwed at Thanksgiving. The best part about being here right now is that it is quiet.
It is.
Yes, it is.
And
Yes, it is. I
The
mean, in
next
fact, I
2
made a
days.
comment about that when we pulled out.
Yeah,
had
there
no
was
traffic.
no traffic.
Either
nice.
way,
it's nice.
either way, I could just pull straight out.
It's quiet
No
out on the
cars in
streets. It's not as quiet as it should be here in our place because
Well, of course not.
we have different
Local
people have different agendas
celebrities.
right now. So
Locals, baby,
yeah.
coming out. to
And
look.
there are close to celebrities right now, and we've seen them in several paper webs. So congratulations to them all, and welcome back home.
Yeah.
We'll start.
Summer's over with. They're all coming home.
Probation.
Oh, everybody's got brand new cell phones, and
Wait for the summer.
yeah,
Brand new
that's right.
POs.
Yep, brand new clothes, and
No POs.
oh yeah, POs.
That's right, brand new POs.
We want to give thanks to all those POs and our law
Man,
enforcement
they got a-
out there.
They got a tough
They
job.
do, and we do appreciate their hard work. And just like that's in the service industry, in that type of service industry, we want to recognize them.
Yeah, POs. They got a tough job.
In our military, we want to respect them and their families because they are the biggest part of our freedom today. And
Amen, brother.
with this note, guys, PCB is still going to be here tomorrow morning, hopefully. And we're looking at rain to go by us again today or tomorrow and the next
Just
day.
like it did today.
But we have that challenge of 60%. That's why the weatherman have that
I'm
great
still
job.
wearing my boots.
Yeah, she's going to still wear the boots because it might rain.
I'm gonna have to kick some butt.
Yeah, and that. It's going
Won't
to
be mine.
It's not,
I won't be.
it's not even mine.
Yeah.
I've been
It
good
might
all
be.
I've been good all day. I got a couple of days reprieve.
We talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be about it tomorrow. That's right. Well, I hope that everybody gets a chance to watch this and give some feedback. And thanks for all your support, people.
Yeah, we really do. Thank you, everybody, for subscribe
Yeah.
and keeping us going.
We're gonna hit 3,000 views by the end of the night, and that's
Hit that bell.
yeah, hit the bell. And we'll have some things coming up. We're gonna have some big events coming here in October.
We hope.
We'll see what happens.
We're working on something.
It is what it
Something a
is.
little different.
So everybody, stay in your own lane. We'll talk to y'all
No
later.
swerving.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.